You're good.
Oh yeah, it does. I mean, you can feel the gap in it.
Just started to. It ain't bad. And it would probably run, but I'll eventually melt the rest of the way away. Check it out. Just barely started melting it away.
So we finally got the motor pulled out of Brendan's 4th gen. I always want to call it a 1st gen for some reason. When I'm talking about it real fast, I say 1st gen, but it's 2014, I believe. 4th gen dually, Ram 3500. We got the motor pulled out. On Super Bowl Sunday, we got it pulled out. And me and Chase dropped the pan. There was a little bit of metal in the pan. I went ahead and cleaned it up. Got a bunch of the gasket off. There's still a little bit left that needs to be cleaned up, but it is ready pretty much to, you know, put the new gasket on and go back up. Actually, we got to clean off the bottom side of the engine or the gasket. But cylinder 5 is the one that was giving us the problems. You guys saw the injectors. If you guys haven't seen what the injectors looked like when we pulled it out of this truck, go back to the first video I made on this. I'll leave it down below. But this is cylinder 5, the piston, and hopefully you guys can see that the rounding right there. You can see it's all flat or all straight, and you get to right here and it's rounded out. So that was the issue. We're gonna go ahead and I'm not sure when we're gonna do it. Hopefully soon. We're gonna go ahead and drop all the pistons out, replace all the rings, and then we're gonna do new bearings for the rods. And I think that is all we're gonna do for this motor. We may, no, we can't. Can we do that? Yeah, we won't be able to pull the crank out unless we take all this other stuff out. So I don't know if we're gonna do the crankshaft bearings. I'm not sure if we're gonna replace those bearings that the crankshaft sits on, but I know we're gonna replace the rings, replace that piston. We'll pop out the pin, keep that rod, replace the piston, replace the rings, and then replace the bearings that go to the rods in all of the cylinders. And then we'll be ready to slap this thing back together, slap it in the truck, and hopefully get this thing on the road. Chase still has to pick up the transmission that needs to be rebuilt, and also the transfer case, because the old transfer case was exploded. Go watch that video. The whole transfer case was blown up. But yeah, there's the update and a little bit of footage on Brendan's 4th gen.
We still got a jumper that lead though, don't we? Under there. The clutch switch. The park safety switch. That should be neutral. Right. Ready? Yep.
sucked it all down.
Yeah. Because we've got Ratchet.
Gonna run down the dirt road. I'm just gonna run down this dirt road right here.
Gotta love those fumes. That's coming out the AC. All right, guys, we just finished up with Waylon's conversion. So we took the 5-speed out of this truck and he wanted to go with a built auto. So yesterday, him and a couple other buddies helped him take the old transmission out, the Nv4500. They threw the built transmission in, and then today we just finished everything up, ran all the lines. Chase custom built a ratchet shifter bracket that bolts into here. It's just tack welded for now. He's gonna go home, take this apart, and then brush it. Since this is stainless, he's gonna brush it, they're gonna TIG weld it, and then they're gonna throw some clear powder over it to keep that color when you TIG weld stainless. Came out really dang good. This is kind of the setup that I was gonna go with my second gen, but I went towards a Nv4500, so you know, you got the ratchet. Built auto. Came out really good. Hopefully this GoPro footage came out good. I had to use my phone as a light. But that was our first drive in this truck, and all went good. To talk about swapping a manual for an automatic, I'm swapping an automatic for manual. I got something that you guys are gonna like. So we got the transfer case and the Nv4500 all pressure washed up. You know, it just took a little bit of purple power, a little bit of pressure washing, got it cleaned up just so when we take this thing apart to rebuild it, we're not working with grease, dirt, sand, and whatever else was on this thing when I pulled it out of the truck. But the thing I'm about to show you is for that Nv4500, and I'm super excited about it. That's a heavy one. So what I have in these two boxes right here is going to play a big role into the Nv4500 rebuild, I guess you would call it. It's for the Nv4500, and we have a street dual disc clutch by VALAIR. I'm super excited about this because it is something that definitely needs to be put into the truck. This kit right here, this dual disc clutch setup, is rated up to 650 horsepower. So in this kit right here, it's a quiet dual disc kit up to 650 horsepower, ceramic buttons, nodular iron flywheel and billet floater plate, pressure plate load, 3,800 pounds. The kit also includes, like I said, the flywheel, the pressure plate, the ceramic disc, 2 of them because it's a dual disc, release bearing, HD pilot bearing, modified clutch fork. You got your bolt kit, your starter spacer, and your alignment tool. And since this is the quiet version, it says right here, the quiet version will eliminate the floater plate rattle when the clutch pedal is pressed, but it will not get rid of the gear roller noise. I'm not too worried about noise, but it is cool that we have the quiet version. So we'll break this thing open real quick. So starter spacer, your alignment tool, your clutch fork, you got your flywheel bolts right there, and then you have your longer starter bolts because you're going to be adding a spacer on the outside for it. You got your throw-up bearing, and then the big dog. I'm not going to be able to show it to you this way, but I'll get a shot like this. Also, you got your lock washers, but boom, there it is, the dual disc. This thing is heavy, man. This whole package right here weighs like 130 pounds, man. I'm super excited. It's already put together, but you're gonna have to take it apart to bolt the flywheel up anyway. So yeah, man, I'm super excited for this dang dual disc street clutch by VALAIR. It's gonna make that truck pull like a monster. All right, now that the clutch is out of the way, whoa, telling you, man, that thing's heavy. This box right here goes with it as well because this is the upgraded 1.375 input shaft. So in this box, you basically have packaging. You got your input shaft right there. You got some bearings right here, and then this other part that bolts to the outside of the transmission to hold that shaft in. So I think that's all that's in this package. So huge shout out to VALAIR for sending this dual disc clutch setup. I will leave links down below to where you guys can pick this up for yourself, or if you just want to have a single disc, they have single disc as well. They have a bunch of different varieties for, you know, Nv4500s. They have ones for Nv5600s. They have a good reputation for their strong holding clutches, and that's what they are. Where's that decal right there? VALAIR Performance Diesel Clutches. That's the part number right there. Quiet Ceramic Dual Disc Clutch Kit. Part number QNV45DDSN. But definitely go check out VALAIR. Links are down below. Since most of this video was about like Nv4500 swapping and like swapping transmissions and stuff, so Waylon's truck, the one that you guys saw last night, that's down there. We took a 5-speed out of it and threw a built auto, and this is the 5-speed that came out of his truck. And I'm winded. I put those packages up, and I'm winded from that clutch, man. It's super heavy. But this is the clutch that came out of his truck. This is single disc. Almost worn down to the rivets. But yeah, Chase is gonna go through this one, rebuild this one as well. So when I was talking about the input shaft, if you guys didn't know, input shaft is right here, and then that other piece that bolts to the front of the transmission right there. But anyway, we pulled this, or I didn't pull it, they pulled it out of Waylon's truck on Saturday. And this one, Chase is gonna go through it, rebuild it, and we took out, or pretty much I took out, had a little bit of help, but I took out the transmission that was in, you know, Chase's truck. This one I drove down to get that skid steer track. Well, we ended up getting another skid steer track that was a little bit longer, but it worked. That one was way too short. I think the guy lied on it. It probably did not come off a Kubota 95 because it would have fit no problem. But yeah, we pulled the transmission out of this truck. So Chase is gonna rebuild that and throw a 5-speed into this Soul 2nd Gen. And I know I was saying when I pulled that transmission out of the donor truck that I had to get the pedal brackets, or the pedal bracket. We didn't actually swap the pedal bracket. Obviously you don't have a slave cylinder in here yet, but one of the guys that was helping Waylon, he basically just took the pin out, took the brake pedal, took the clutch out of his truck, took the brake pedal out of Chase's truck, and then just swapped it. I know probably you guys said that in the video, in the comments, that I just need to pull the pin and grab the pin and the pedals. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to go there tomorrow and grab those pedals. So it's going to make it a whole lot easier, so I don't have to take down, you know, the steering shaft and try to get that bracket out of there. It'll be a whole lot easier. I'm super excited about that. So yeah, a lot of dodges around here, getting manual swaps, built auto swaps. I'm kind of kicking myself for not filming on Saturday. But anyway, I got some good footage of Waylon's truck ripping for the first time, which I'm that triple disc billet torque converter, that thing kicks hard when it goes into converter lockup. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. But hopefully you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for next video. Let's try to get the dang 1st gen started. I don't know what it is. It's literally the simplest diesel motor to get started. I cannot get it started. So hopefully we'll be able to get started in next video. So guys, definitely stay tuned. Subscribe if you guys are new. Check out VALAIR, links down below, and get yourself a performance diesel clutch. Whatever you need, go check them out, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Dippin Diesel, out.